Morgan has announced that he is stepping down from his current perch at the Talk TV network in Great Britain and going on YouTube. His main journalistic home is going to be YouTube. Now, in the past, this would seem as a huge demotion, as defeat, as something someone did only out of despair. But current analysis is that this is a good thing for him. He's actually getting so many more views on his YouTube channel. He currently has 2.2 million subscribers to his YouTube channel. And what he says, and I don't think this is just a face saving measure, is that he wants the freedom that a YouTube channel can give him. He gives as an example, if he wants to interview Elon Musk for 3 or 4 hours, he can do that in the more free-form world of YouTube. Whereas if he's in the traditional broadcast TV network where it's exactly 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., commercials, you've got 48 minutes, that's it. Everything has to be edited down. So he's claiming more freedom. Certainly, when you look at wildly successful YouTubers these days, they can make a lot of money. They can make more money than paid hosts at traditional broadcast networks. Now, it's not easy. Most people doing YouTube channel, including yours truly, do not make $10 million a year. But most TV network talk show hosts don't make that much either, only the select few. So what's the significance of this? It's yet another signal of the modern evolving media landscape that the power is shifting from big TV networks, big network executives, old-time structures, to new media, to internet media, and to the individual creators. Now, Piers Morgan has been around a long time. He has hosted primetime shows on CNN here in the United States. He's hosted primetime shows in Great Britain. He's been very famous for decades. He's been the editor of major newspapers. So he's not starting off building his name ID from scratch. Certainly, it is easier whether you're going on YouTube, starting a podcast, any other new media platform to be established with a name and a fan base. But let's not forget, he had to build his name ID fan base through decades of toiling away in traditional journalism, traditional newspapers, radio, TV, and cable news networks. But it's interesting that he is making this switch seemingly without regret. Seemingly, this is not just a bargaining ploy, hoping that Sky TV or CNN or some other major network says, come work for us, you'll get an evening 48-minute show with this amount of salary. Because what is apparent to anyone really paying attention to online media is for the highest stratosphere of creators online, once you get to a certain point, there's no turning back. You don't want to go back to being an employee, even a really highly paid employee at a network. If you ask someone like Tim Ferriss, who's by all accounts making tens of millions of dollars with advertising revenue from his podcast, would you want a show on CNN where you have to show up at the same time in a studio, in a set place, and have a guest for 48 minutes for almost any amount of money? I dare say he would say, no, thank you. I don't want it. Now, how does this relevant to the rest of us creators who aren't already famous? We don't already have 2 million subscribers to our YouTube channel. To me, the significance is the trend lines. You're seeing more and more people saying traditional media isn't the future. The future is media the individual creator, the individual producer can control. Certainly, YouTube is a foundational aspect of any media creator's platform these days, if they're really looking at doing long form interviews and they want video involved. I do think this is yet another signal that people who are willing to be entrepreneurial, willing to wear a manager's cap and not just I'm the talent cap, can take control of their own career. And that means the responsibilities, the potential failures, but it also means the successes. Hi, I'm TJ Walker. This is the TJ Walker Success Channel. This is a channel where we try to come together as a community and figure out how to be more successful by boosting communication skills, by improving communication skills, and by improving our confidence when we communicate. This is live. This is an impromptu session today. It's not scheduled yet formally. I'm in my brand new studio. I see several of you have joined me live. Thanks so much for stopping by. In a moment, I'm going to sort of be taking you behind the scenes and creating what I like to call boilerplate videos. These are videos that are going to be used in my future social media videos, saying things like, if you like this, please subscribe. If you're getting any value here, hit the notification button. It's kind of the tedious stuff that is a part of videos on YouTube and LinkedIn and Twitter, TikTok, and all of these that help create a little more stickiness, help build brand awareness, build subscribers so that you over the long term, build a larger audience. So I'm going to be going through some boilerplate stuff. It's frankly not going to be the most riveting television or most riveting YouTube. It's not going to really compete with the Mr. Beast of the world. I'm doing it because I've got to create it anyway. And I want to share with you the process with the hopes that you can see this and say, well, that guy can do it. So can I. I want to demystify this process of being a communicator and being a video creator. And I see that Vyas has signed on and says, sir, how can we give a speech like Steve Jobs? Well, Steve Jobs, of course, known as a fabulous communicator, also interestingly enough, not an extrovert, seen as someone very introverted. He didn't care when he had to give a big speech to unveil an iPhone or an iPod or an iPad. He was great. Vyas, I'm going to ask, I will talk about that a little bit later, but I would suggest to you, I have numerous videos, long and short videos on how to speak like Steve Jobs. So if you could please, and you're on YouTube, I can see. So if you go to my channel and just type in the search button for my channel, Steve Jobs, you're going to see a whole lot of videos where I analyze in explicit detail the exact things he did that he did well that anyone can do. It's fine to say, well, here's how here's how Michael Jordan dunks a basketball. And that might be interesting. That frankly, if you don't have the raw physical talents and skills of Michael Jordan, having someone explain how he dunks a basketball is not very helpful to anyone else trying to learn how to dunk a basketball. I could watch videos on that all day long and still not be able to dunk a basketball. What I try to do here on this channel and all the videos about Steve Jobs is to tell you and to show you exactly how you can do the same thing. Now, I can't promise you'll become a billionaire or create the next Apple, but I can show you exactly what Steve Jobs did to communicate effectively. Now, I see Barb that Barb's joined us, caught this live from my phone. Thank you for sharing it with our Facebook community. Looking good from both destinations. Well, thanks, Barb. I appreciate it. And thanks all of you for joining. So I'm going to do something a little different here. Normally I drop everything. When someone comes on live, I want to reward you for that and encourage you for that because I do appreciate your time. But what I'm going to do this today, at least for the first half hour, 40 minutes or so, is I'm going to just sort of plow through. I'm going to go through some script. I don't usually like to script things, but I'm going to glance at my script for these boilerplate things I've got to do, like asking people to subscribe, do different versions of it. And then my editors will create essentially a database of boilerplate content that we can pick and choose from as we build our produced edited videos. Not the stuff here for the live things, but I see my pocket square is sticking up a little too much. So take a moment to adjust that. And Via says, sir, as you say, record your video every day. How can it help us? I love that question more than anything else, but I'm going to have to stick to the agenda today, Vias, or I will never, I'll never get through this. You know what? I like that question so much. I am going to record it, an answer for you right now. So I'm doing a couple of things now. I have 3 cameras on me, 1, 2, 3. And I also have a mixer, which I've just recently learned how to use. A pretty powerful microphone here. So I'm hoping you're getting good quality audio. I'm going to record that question you just posted, make an answer to that. Then I'm going to do this other boilerplate stuff. So I'm going to hit record, and I'm going to answer that, and then I'll stop and I'll come back. So again, this is a little bit different from what you're used to seeing on YouTube. I'm sort of going back, metaphorically, pulling back the curtains, showing you what it's like to actually create in real time as a YouTube creator. Now, everybody has a different style. I tend to do things unscripted, and I like to do them in one take for speed, and I just find it's a better process for me. But some people script everything out, do a whole bunch of takes, do one line at a time. There's no one perfect way. I don't put myself out there as someone who has absolutely the best technique that's best for everyone all the time. I'm simply sharing with you what I do and what has worked for me. Brigida writes in and says, hello from Cape Town. Brigida, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And I hope you didn't see me say anything too embarrassing when I talked about my Herman Miller chair yesterday. I did an Amazon influencer video for my Herman Miller Aeron chair. All right, so let me just quickly, I'm going to do a video about why you should video record yourself and how it can help. If you want to get better as a speaker quickly, and I mean quickly, the best thing you can do is speak every day on video. Now, why do I say video? Because if you don't video record yourself and watch yourself, you can't figure out what are you doing well, so you do more of it. What are you not doing well, so you do less of it. If you want to be a great writer, it's not enough to simply write each day. You have to read what you've written. You have to edit your writing to figure out how to get better and better. It's like that in any skill. It's exactly the same thing with speaking. Unfortunately, for most of human history, there were no video cameras. And then for decades, when video was first created, it was expensive to be video recorded. You had to call a video production crew or own your own TV station. Well, these days, we all have our own video production studio in our pocket. It's called a cell phone. You don't have to worry about fancy lighting or backdrops or sets or anything like that. All you have to do is to speak, watch yourself on video, and then here's what's key. You've got to critically, but fairly watch yourself on video. What do I mean by that? Most people, when they practice a speech, video record themselves, and then look, are harsh critics, but they're not fair. They only point out what they don't like. Oh gosh, I said once. This is awful. I should never speak again. That's not helpful. Or, gosh, I touched my nose once in that speech. That makes me look nervous, and people will interpret that as I'm a liar. That's not particularly helpful. When you're watching yourself give a speech, a presentation, a short talking head video, you have to analyze yourself in a very, very specific way. You need to first go through and make a list of everything you like. Was your voice solid? Did you have good speaking speed? Did you pause? Did your hands move in a way that make you not look nervous or scared? Everyone, and I mean everyone, does something right when they're speaking. Then and only then you need to go through and really Criticize yourself. Look for the things you don't like. Were you boring? Did you turn your back on the audience to stare at a screen that no one else can even see? Go through and list everything you don't like. Now, here's the part where I lose people. It's not enough to just do that once. You need to then record another video. Try to do more of what you liked and try to do just one thing less of what you didn't like. Focus on a specific solution, and it needs to be highly specific. Don't just say to yourself, well, I didn't like that speech I gave because I didn't seem confident. I need to be more confident. What does that really mean? You've got to have a specific thing you can do. You can't simply be more confident. Now, what you can do is if you seemed like you weren't confident because your voice was too soft, you can very consciously try to speak a little bit louder this time. Be specific. Measure what you're doing. Nobody became a world-class writer writing one time or reading their own work and editing it one time. It is a process that takes, in the case of writing, decades quite often. In the case of speaking, you can do it much faster if you're willing to suffer the pain. And I say pain, no one's really going to come hit you or attack you or embarrass you in front of the world. The pain is simply getting over that discomfort of watching yourself and not liking what you see, and then having the discipline to do it again. Do a little bit more of the good stuff, try to remove one thing you don't like, and then doing it again. I guarantee you, if you do this every single day, not for decades, not for years, not for 6 months, if you do that for even 2 weeks, you're going to see a radical transformation in your speaking abilities. Okay, so that is sort of a longer version. I lost count of how long that was, but that was sort of a longer version to answer Vyas's question about that. And Brigida says, not at all good. Okay, so for my review. Ken writes in, there's a reason you're my favorite media trainer. Thanks, Ken. Good to see you in this how-to video. Thank you. Hope all is well. And Ken was a colleague associate and someone I worked with many years ago. It's good to see you. And thanks so much for the kind words. By the way, Kent, would love to find out what you're doing in the world of communications. I didn't post the link here, but typically every day I will post the link to StreamYard in the community tab of my YouTube page. So with one click, you can join me right here on screen and we can have a real conversation. I can't do it today because of some boilerplate stuff we're doing. Whoops, and I didn't hit stop yet. I did hit, okay, I didn't hit stop. Oh, I didn't want to record that part. So thanks for stopping by, Ken. And thanks for everyone for just joining me. This is sort of a work in progress of what we're doing here. It's kind of a workshop. I'm sharing with you what I do as a content creator and actually showing the process of making video. Now, before I forget, I want to do one short version with a different camera angle answering Vyas's question about how to record yourself on video every day of how it can help. So I'm going to go to camera 2. I'm going to hit record. If you want to improve quickly, you need to record yourself on video every day. But how does that actually make you better? It won't unless you do these 2 things. Number 1, you have to watch the video and make a detailed list of what you like and don't like. Next, you've got to do another take of the video where you're trying to do a little more of the stuff you liked in the last video and reducing at least one thing you didn't like. If you do this every day, even if it's only for 30 seconds, within a couple of weeks, you will be transformed as a speaker. You'll be much, much better. Okay, so that's one I will use for a short form video, meaning something less than 60 seconds that could be a YouTube short. It would go on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, all those places. Everybody loves short form video. Okay, now we're going to get to the part where I have to really do what I set out to do today, which is to make boilerplate content that can be used and interspersed throughout all of my YouTube videos, social media videos, the long ones and the short ones. So I typically don't go by scripts, but I'm going to be glancing down at script content. Some of this I wrote, some of this I typed into ChatGPT and said, give me different versions of this that would sound good as boilerplate for YouTube videos. And I see that Janet has stopped by. That's a great demo of a short form video. Thanks a lot. I do appreciate that. Now, one of the things you don't see that much when you see nicely edited videos is you don't see the host stopping and drinking water. But I've been going with you live for as much as 3 hours a day. You can dry your throat out, because when you are speaking and projecting and using energy, you push a lot more air out of your mouth over your vocal cords and you dry them out. And if you do it too long, you can become hoarse or even lose your voice. Okay, so I'm going to do these mostly from camera 1. And I'm going to try to really make sure that I'm in the right spot. I think the camera was moved just slightly. You know what? And folks, I'm here without any other production crew. So it's not like I can simply say, hey, camera 1 operator, move 1/8 of an inch. I think I accidentally moved this just a hair. So I'm going to adjust the camera myself. And by the way, I'm hoping that I can motivate you and make you realize you can do your own show. Could be monthly, could be weekly, could be daily. Don't tell yourself, well, I can't afford a big, huge production crew. Now, I do have people who help me with editing. They are based in other countries. I've had a production manager for this studio who is based in another country. So we spent a lot of time with WhatsApp and FaceTime building this studio together. But I'm here alone right now. Okay, so I'm going to hit record. This first one is these are for long form videos, and I'm going to be asking people to subscribe. If you want to be more successful, then improve your communication skill right now by smashing the subscribe button. And I'll do for these several different takes, because I may do some where it's tight shot like this, and I may do some. Well, let me ask your opinion. Janet, Brigida, what do you think looks better? Do you think that in the context of a longer form video, I should do it where I'm saying, if you want to become more successful now, then improve your communication skills by hitting the subscribe button now? Does it look better that way? Or does it look better? And anyone watching, feel free to vote. If you want to become more successful now, then improve your communication skills. You can do that by smashing the subscribe button right now. And I really should have hit record on that. Okay, so Janet says use the tight shot. And I would love to hear from Vyas. I would love to hear from Ken, Brigida, anyone else, if they have a firm opinion. By the way, the reason I do this long shot, this is not what you see most YouTubers doing. The reason I do this is because I help people with communication skills. And part of what makes people so uncomfortable with communication skills is they have to stand up in front of people. People can see all of them. They don't know what to do with their hands. And sometimes they're nervous and they rock back and forth. And so I'm framed this way for one of the shots so I can actually move around, demonstrate things. It can be more like a speech keynote. So that's why I'm framed this way, because several people have commented and said, that's kind of a weird angle for video. It is weird, but it's for a very specific reason. Let's see what others have said. Vyas, you said the second one is better. I don't I don't remember which one is second. Now, this is camera. This is what I call camera 2. This is camera 1 in my studio. And this is camera 3. This is where I'm right in front of my computer and in front of my mixer. And Janice says, both are fine, but I find the tight because the long shot cuts you off at the knees. Okay. And Vyas's name is Madhav. Madhav, thank you so much. I guess perhaps Vyas is your last name. So Madhav, very much appreciate you weighing in on this. You're saying the second shot is better. Do you mean the close-up shot or the one where I'm more distant and you can see me from the knees up? And I'll probably end up doing both versions in both places. And I don't know if Bias is still with us, but anyone else who's signed in, happy to get your opinion on that. Okay, I'm going to start. You know what? I'll do it several this way, and I'll do it the other. We're capturing footage on all of them, but obviously, if I'm looking at the camera here, it's not. We can maybe use this, but I wouldn't have this angle on me if I'm asking people to subscribe. Okay, camera 1 is better. And again, just so other people, not that you really want to know, but I'm taking you behind the scenes. This is what we call camera 1 in my studio. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of both, and I'm happy to see other people have joined us today. I will be taking questions later after we get through this boilerplate content, and I'm also going to give a demonstration on how to make Amazon influencer videos. If you've been here before in the last few weeks, you've heard me talk about that. Again, I won't be talking about making Amazon influencer videos. I'll actually be making them here. Not with these cameras. I'll just be using a simple iPhone, although I do have a brand new microphone. I got to make sure I don't forget about that. I have a brand new microphone. There it is. I have a brand new microphone to go with my iPhone 15. And so we'll be experimenting with that and experiencing that together. So looking forward to that. Okay. So why don't I just do sort of a quick run through here, and this will be a practice for when I'm in front of the other camera. So I'm going to hit record. I'm going to glance down, and a note to editor. These are boilerplate videos we'll be able to use for long form. These first ones will be for long form videos. And I'm going to do several versions of these. And I'm warning you right now, this is going to sound kind of tedious. But that is in part what video production is all about. Matthew says, happy Friday. Hi, Matthew. Glad you could join us. If you want to be more successful, and see, now you're going to see really behind the scenes. I think I'm very good at speaking impromptu, spontaneously. If I'm trying to remember, I'm actually going to hit stop for that in a minute. If I'm actually trying to remember a script, that's when I get tripped up a little. So you're going to see me perhaps slightly uncharacteristically making more mistakes as I do this. But everyone makes mistakes, but I'm showing you mine. So I hope that you realize if you're not perfect, you can be making videos too. Okay, let's just hop right in. If you want to be more successful, then improve your communication skills. The best way to do that, smash the subscribe button right now. Okay. Now, often when I'm doing boilerplate stuff like this, I would do a couple of versions. I think that one is good enough, and we're going to do one from another camera angle anyway. Okay, the next, I'm just going to talk out. Can I ask you a personal favor? I'm trying to help more people like you become even more successful. You can help me do this by subscribing to this channel so that it gets shown to even more folks around the globe. Let me give credit where credit is due. The reason I came up with that message is that's what the host of Diary of a CEO does. So I want to give him credit for that. Can I ask you a personal favor? I'm trying to help more people just like you all around the globe improve their personal communication skills and to be more successful. If you hit the subscribe button, not only will I be able to help you, but that'll send a message to others around the world that this is a place for them. So please as a small favor, hit subscribe. Now, you may have noticed that I didn't do that word for word the same way. I'm not trying to follow it word for word. I just want to get the gist across. Let me do another take of that. Can I ask a personal favor? If you're getting any value out of this video, help me help you and others like you around the globe by hitting the subscribe button. The more people who subscribe, the more people will see these videos and start building and improving their own communication skills. Again, a little bit different each time because it's not that I wrote it perfectly the first time, and I'm not an actor for hire where a director's going to be yelling at me if I got one word wrong. If I could share with you a problem, our research shows the vast majority of people who watch this channel don't subscribe. It would mean the world to me if you could take a 1-second break and hit the subscribe button. This helps us spread the word. Again, this comes from Diary of a CEO, and I thought it was just so personal and didn't sound like the standard boilerplate. So I'm going to try to do the same thing. Can I share with you one small problem? Our research shows that the vast majority of people who watch this channel don't subscribe. If you could hit subscribe, it'll really help us share this message and help more people all over the globe. So please, if you could just take 1 second to hit subscribe, it would help a lot. Okay, so I'm going to hit stop for a second because I want to make sure the videos being captured in 4K don't get so big and unwieldy. What you're watching in right now is not the highest quality. It's 1080p, so it's a less of a quality. I don't even know what all of that means necessarily. I just know that in the moment, 4K is the highest quality that you can relatively easily create. But as I'm streaming here on StreamYard, we're not able to stream it in 4K. And Janet says that's an effective boilerplate number one. The Diary of a CEO is fine, especially the last one is more TJ. Well, thanks so much for pointing that out, Janet. I do appreciate it. Okay. Next one, don't be a stranger. Subscribe and become a part of the TJ Walker Success family. We've got a seat saved just for you. A little bit cheesy, I don't know, but it's not one I would want to use every day, but every once in a while, I don't think that will bother anyone. I hit record. Don't be a stranger. Hit the subscribe button and become a part of the TJ Walker Success family. We've got a seat saved for you right here every day. Okay, I'm happy with that one. And I'm still learning my own flow for this. So I think I'm going to hit stop and start for the record. One thing I've not figured out yet is these lights change color. Like the one is green again. I could have sworn I turned around, it was blue. I don't know if that is good or bad. My inclination was it's distracting. I need to put them all on blue, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So if any of you have worked with lights like this before, let me know. And What Food Menu has just joined us from YouTube. Says, hello, TJ. I miss these live sessions. Well, we're going to be coming live to you pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. We've been doing it this week. We've not had the start times just right because we've had a number of technical problems. I couldn't get the cameras to show up with the StreamYard. So I've been spending a lot of time with my technical team getting all that right. I think, at least for today, we are working. Okay, let's go to the next boilerplate video. Are you ready to upgrade your YouTube experience? Then hit the subscribe button right now. Okay. Are you ready to upgrade your YouTube experience? Then hit the subscribe button right now. Okay. So best practice, frankly, would be for me to do 2 versions of those, but we've got a lot of stuff here to go through. So I want to try to get this down. The other thing is sometimes you get so, I'm going to straighten my shirt. It seems like there's a little bit of a wrinkle there. Sometimes it's best not to get so far ahead because we may test these and people say, oh my God, that green light is so distracting. Now it's blue again, or that green light is so distracting that we got to do them all over. So I don't necessarily want to invest hours and hours and hours on that. So I may just do one version of it and get it going. Family. How about the success community? Okay. You know what? Let me do that again. Janet says family. Something about that seems a little cheesy. I think you're not saying it quite that way, but I think that's kind of how I interpret it. So let's do that one again. And Jake writes, great stuff. So thanks for commenting, Jake. Those of you just joining me, I'm kind of taking you behind the scenes and showing how I make boilerplate video for my videos that can be used and interspersed on a regular basis as my team produces new videos. So I'm going to redo that last one. Don't be a stranger. Subscribe and become a part of our community. Okay. Don't be a stranger. Subscribe and be a part of the TJ Walker Success community. We've saved a great seat for you right here. Okay. I agree with you, Jen. I think it sounds better to say community. Family. I don't know if anyone would really be offended by it, but it sounds a little cultish. I think of the Manson family or something. Maybe that's a little darker than you were thinking. But Matthew writes, do you take multiple pictures for thumbnails? I've seen other YouTubers bulk photo shoots on other channels. So I should take multiple pictures. I have not done that. And thumbnails are, that's the image you see when you're going through YouTube before any video's playing. And there's this, there's an entire industry devoted. Allegedly, Mr. Beast spends $500,000 designing every thumbnail. So certainly if you're at the point where you have huge views, there's a lot of science and testing. People do A/B testing of thumbnails. I'm still early in this game of really being serious about YouTube. So I've not spent any time thinking about my thumbnails. My colleague and business manager, Ben, has freelancers he uses for that. I don't really get involved with it. Traditionally, I'd tell them, don't put my face on it because people don't want to see an old man on it. And in the past, with other products I've done, just showing my face didn't seem to help. So we tended to use pictures of other people. Where I'm frankly most successful is on the Udemy course platform. And there we've done a lot of testing. Putting my face does not sell courses. What is sold courses is people younger than pictures of attractive people. Apologies if that offends anyone, but typically attractive people who appear to be in the 30 to 35-year-old range. That's what's worked for me with the thumbnails for my online courses. Putting my own face is not done well at all. But I have noticed lately on a number of my YouTube shorts, ones where I am seen speaking, and there's a picture of me, have done well. So we're going to continue to experiment. Matthew says 500,000. Wow. Yeah, that $500,000. I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying it's been reported in the media that Mr. Beast has said he spent up to $500,000 designing just one thumbnail for his video. Okay, let's move along. We got a lot to do here. Are you ready to upgrade your YouTube experience? Then hit that subscribe button right now. Are you ready to upgrade your YouTube experience? Then hit that subscribe button right now. So a lot of times I will do a couple takes, but sometimes I do them and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm really not going to do it any better than that. It's kind of how I wanted it to go. It'll work. So especially since this is kind of a first draft for these, I think I'm just going to kind of go through relatively quickly. And if I get one good draft, I'll just keep going to the next. By the way, I am drinking a combination of water, and I also have hot green tea as well, because I find that can relax the throat more. It feels better on the throat, but I don't want to just drink hot liquids because under the bright lights, then you can get hot. And I have the air conditioning. I'm here in South Florida, have the air conditioning on, but it's still easy to get a little overheated if you're wearing a suit and tie and drinking hot liquids. Matthew says, I know YouTube was supposed to roll this out this year, having the option to test up to 3 thumbnails. I've heard of that. They may already have it, and I'm just not smart enough to figure out where it is and how it's done. But certainly that is something a number of creators have asked for, and I have heard that YouTube is going to be making that available. And Janet writes, don't be a stranger, hit the subscribe button and join the success community. I would love to join you on your success walk. Okay, we can crowdsource this. That's the second great suggestion that Janet has suggested. But if any of you have suggestions for boilerplate that covers the same thing but different wording, just feel free to post it right here. I'd very much appreciate that. So let's try that version. Don't be a stranger. Hit that subscribe button and join the success community. I'd love to join you on our success walk. Okay. Don't be a stranger. Hit that subscribe button. I'd love you to be a part of this success community. We're going to walk this success walk together. Now, that's not exactly what you said, but that's kind of the extent of my memory, Janet. I apologize. I didn't get it exactly right, but I think I covered the basic essence, and we've got a different take to work from. So again, to Janet, anyone else, if you have a suggestion for boilerplate, you can literally put words in my mouth. Not every YouTuber will do that, but I'm going to let you, I'm not going to say something I don't believe in or that would be offensive, but other than that, you can put words in my mouth today. You can be the ventriloquist, I guess I should say. Okay. Ready to upgrade your communication skills? Then please hit the subscribe button now. Go ahead. I won't send you a bill. It's completely free. That, I believe, was one suggested from ChatGPT. And I'm sort of pulling this down. Again, I'm going to reveal all. I'm not going to show all, but I'm going to reveal all to you. I am pulling my shirt down because, frankly, after the holidays, I put on a few pounds and my shirt is no longer fitting perfectly. So I'm seeing some wrinkles. So I'm trying to smooth it out. I do think that my suit fits pretty well. This is, believe it or not, about a 20-year-old suit, but it is one of my favorite suits. It is light fabric. I have a number of pinstripes that are very prominent. I like the subtlety of this pinstripe, and it's not an Amazon deal, but this is, I do have it right here. This is really my favorite tailor. They hand make all of my clothes, and it is Whitcomb and Shaftesbury, and they're based in Savile Row in London. But again, was it an indulgence? Sure, but I've had it for 20 years. So it's, I think, a great value. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Are you ready to upgrade your YouTube experience? And hit the subscribe button right now. I forgot, so I might as well do it again. Are you ready to upgrade your YouTube experience? Then hit the subscribe button right now. I think I did that one. Now, ready to upgrade your communication skills? Oh, the bill one. That's the one I was going to do. Are you ready to upgrade your communication skills right now? Then go ahead, hit subscribe. I'm not going to send you a bill, I promise you. Okay, that one I may do another one because I didn't do the final thing of it's completely free. Ready to upgrade your communication skills? Then go ahead, hit subscribe right now. I'm not going to send you a bill, I promise you, it's completely free. Okay, slightly different stuff. And What's Food Menu says, I love the suit. Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. It is, again, what I like about it is the pinstripe is very subtle. Now, I have a couple of other suits where the pinstripe is very, very prominent. And in retrospect, considering how much time I spend in front of a camera, I prefer the subtle ones because the straight lines can sometimes jump around and be distracting. The other thing is it's a little bit similar to kind of a gangster look, and I'm not trying to look like a gangster, but I do have those suits as well. Okay, now we're going to go to the next category, which is like. Have you gotten any value from this video yet? Maybe just a little? If so, please smash the like button. Okay, so the first thing was for the subscribe. Now it's for the like, trying to get people to do the like button. Have you gotten any value from this video yet? Maybe just a little? Then please go ahead, hit the like button right now. Have you gotten any value from this video yet? Maybe just a little? Then please go ahead and smash that like button right now. A lot of people use the term smash. I guess it's more active. I won't say I hate it. It doesn't seem quite as authentic to me. It doesn't sound like something I would say. I don't think of smashing an expensive laptop or a computer screen, but I won't quibble with that at this point. Okay, one page down, about 100 to go. Maybe not quite that many. And What's Food Menu says, of course we've got the value. Oh, let's see. Janet may have given me one I missed. I'm not going to send you a bill. You might send me a card after your success walk. Good investment. A tailored professional suit. Thank you. Okay. So let me add Janet's suggestion. By the way, if any of you have any other suggestions for good boilerplate things that can be used and interspersed, edited into regular long form videos, just suggest it. What's Food Menu says, I prefer hit the like button. Okay, let me do the one that Janet suggested. Let's see, the starting for this one would be, are you getting any value out of this video? Well, go ahead and hit the like button. I'm not going to send you a bill, I promise you, but you might want to send me a card telling me and this community about your successes. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, maybe something like that. Matthew writes, any tips for exaggerating your voice to sound more enthusiastic without sounding over the top? You've got to just practice and record it and look at it, because you're going to do a version and it's going to feel phony. When you watch it, it's going to look and sound good. So it's one of those things you're going to have to practice it, record it. You're going to have to go out of your comfort zone. And please ask me that again, because that is what I'd like to do for a YouTube short. And I think I got to do more of these to get through it. Okay. If you find information in this video valuable and relevant to your goal of building strong communication skills, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Your support encourages the creation of more content focused on personal and professional development. That is horrible. That's one of the ones that ChatGPT gave me. Let me see if I can take something from that and shorten it, because that is too much of a mouthful. I would not be able to remember that. But you can also do me a favor. If you see any of these lights go out, I think they just have a timer, and let me know so I can go back and just touch them. And that would be very much appreciated. I appreciate us being sort of a community here and helping each other out. And again, thanks to Janet for giving me tips on scripting. But if anyone else has a suggestion, let me know. Okay, so now we're trying to do the thumbs up. Okay. If you're getting any value from this channel and building your own communication skills, helping you become more successful, then please hit the thumbs up button. This helps us reach even more people like you and help more people build their communication skills. Let's do another one there. If you're finding any information here valuable to you, then please hit the thumbs up button. This helps us reach even more people like you become more successful. I don't think that one even made sense. If you're finding any information here helpful to you as you become more successful and build your communication skills, please hit the thumbs up button. This helps us reach even more people around the globe and build more communication skills for everyone. Didn't really love any of those, but let's go to the next one. Your engagement is crucial in helping this channel reach a wider audience. If you believe the content in this video contributes to the enhancement of communication skills, kindly express your support by liking the video. So again, these are ones that I just had as a draft spit out at me from ChatGPT. So I'm not going to try to say these word for word. I am just using these as a starting point to stimulate me trying to say something else that might be interesting or encouraging to people. Your encouragement is crucial to me and the development of this channel. If you find anything here helpful to you, please consider helping me by hitting the thumbs up button on this channel. That'll help more people around the globe find out about us. Okay, something to that effect. Okay, I perhaps should have spent more time sitting down, reading through, checking off ones I like, scratching off ones I don't like, and editing it, but I decided I would sort of do it in real time and share with you what these are. I'm going to skip now to the share function. I'm sure you've seen people all the time say, please share this video, share this video. So I'm going to skip to some of those. And I think I'm going to move that just a little. Sometimes people say that distraction is a little bit too much. Okay. Now I'm going to take some hot tea to keep my vocal cords feeling relaxed. So now we're going to talk about the share request. Do you have a friend or family member who's not the best communicator? Well, help us help them. Please share this video with them right now. Let me do another version of that. Do you have a colleague, friend, or family member who's not the best communicator? Well, why don't you help them right now by sharing this video with them? I think that's a better take and a better message. Okay, I know it's trite to say sharing is caring, but please share this video right now with someone you care about. It does raise the question, if you think it's trite, why are you saying it? But I'll put it in a version. We'll see what we think of it. I know it's trite to say that sharing is caring, but if you think this video would help a friend, family member, a colleague, then please share it with them right now. Yeah, I don't love that one, but yeah, we're putting things in the mix. Empower others to succeed, to share this video and spread the confidence boost. I'll try it. Empower others to succeed too. Please share this video now to spread the power. I don't even know if that makes sense. Let's do another one. Empower others to succeed too. Share this video now and help spread confidence. That one I think works. That could work. If you believe in paying success forward, hit the share button. Let's build more confident. Let's build a more confident world together. I kind of like that. If you believe in paying success forward, then hit the share button now. Let's spread more confidence around the world. I, I can live with that. Confidence is contagious. Share the wealth by sharing this video with someone who could use a boost. I kind of like that one. Confidence is contagious. Share the wealth by sharing this video right now with someone who could use a boost in confidence. That one I like. I actually do like that one. Okay. Help someone level up. I don't really like the phrase level up. I realize it's popular. Let's go to the notifications one. Stay in the loop for success. Hit that bell and let's keep the communication mastery notifications flowing. I wouldn't use words, I wouldn't use that phrasing, but I can say something like that. Stay in the loop for success. Hit the notifications bell so we can continue this journey together. That's a little bit different, but stay in the loop for success. Hit the notifications bell right now so we can continue ongoing communication. I didn't love that, but we'll use it. Don't miss a beat on your journey to success. Tap the bell. Let's keep the confidence boosting updates on your radar. Okay. What's Food Menu says, TJ, how can you describe your teaching experience in Udemy? How does teaching benefit you? So I could talk for 3 hours on that. Please do me a favor. If you post that comment anywhere on my YouTube channel or just send me an email, I'll talk about that probably Monday, but I can't do that and continue sort of the workflow of what we're trying to do today. But I would love to talk about that. And I'm afraid I'm going to forget it if we don't make a note of that. Or, oh, here would be the absolute best place. If you could please go to the community tab on my YouTube channel and just leave that as a comment on any post I did. Just the most recent post. If you post that question, I will see it. And I'm going to try to make a habit to answer those questions first any day when I go live and we're taking questions, which most of the time when we're doing this show, if I'm not interviewing an expert or a guest, I will be taking your questions. And oh, thank you. This is, you'll remind me. And let me practice what I preach here. If you did join us here, I know you probably think you're already subscribing to this channel, but if you don't mind, double check, make sure you subscribe to this channel because it would help a lot. What's really helpful, frankly, is leaving comments. And that's going to be one of the things we come up to next, but leaving comments really stimulates conversation. It makes other people want to watch. It makes other people want to do comments. And I should probably be recording some of this. And What's Food Menu says, I'll go to the Udemy community and post the question. Yeah, post it there as well. And I will definitely answer it in one of those places. So thanks so much. Okay, the notifications. We got to continue making notifications. Don't miss a beat on your journey to success. Tap the bell and keep these updates on your radar. Don't miss a beat on your journey to success. Tap the bell. That's not what it's supposed to say. Yeah, don't miss a beat on your journey. Don't miss a beat on your journey to success. Tap the bell so you get notified every single time there are updates that can help you learn. You know, I just realized you're not supposed to use the word learn in social media because it scares people. You're supposed to say discover. So we probably won't use that one. Let me do it again. Don't miss a beat on your journey to success. Hit the bell to Don't miss a beat on your journey to success. Tap the bell to receive notifications so you get constant updates for your own journey. That's one that could work. We could use that. Stay ahead in the success game. Ring the bell for instant updates on confidence boosting tips and tricks. That's a little catchier than I would naturally have come out of my mouth, but I can say something like that. Stay ahead in the success game. Go ahead and tap the bell to receive constant updates to help you on your journey of improvement. That could work. Okay. And again, I appreciate those of you who have joined us. We didn't tell anyone about this today live. We're still in sort of a beta mode of testing. I'm hoping as soon as Monday, we can really have sort of a set schedule of 9 a.m. to noon Eastern time, Monday through Friday, coming live to you right here on YouTube, on Facebook, on my Udemy student Facebook page, on my TJ Walker Success Facebook page, on LinkedIn, Twitch, and a handful of other places too. So let's go to the next one. Your success deserves a heads up. Click the bell and let's keep you informed on the latest communication strategy. Your success deserves a heads up. So click the bell so you're given constant updates to help you improve. That's not right. Your success deserves a heads up. Go ahead and click the bell so you receive instant notifications so you can continue to discover how to be a better communicator. Okay, that one works. By the way, I'm going to try to get through a bunch of these, and then we're going to shift gears, and you're going to see me make actual Amazon influencer videos. Again, we're not going to talk about the Amazon influencer program. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to do vertical videos, horizontal videos. I'll be doing it just with my cell phone. I do have a new microphone that I'll be using on it and doing a video ad for it. But that is coming up today before we conclude, probably by 1:30. I better get going here. Okay, so that's some notifications. And rather than getting too far ahead, we'll just do a few of each. Now I'm going to go to leave a comment or question. Your thoughts matter. Drop a comment below with your question or insight on boosting your communications confidence. And comment, what about an Amazon product review video? So, and I didn't know this till a few weeks ago. Anyone can leave a review of any product on Amazon if you are someone who bought that product. You can do it in text and you can do it in video. You can also be an Amazon influencer and leave a video review of a product, and that's when you are a part of their affiliate program, and that's where they will pay you if someone watches your video and then buys the product. So that is an Amazon influencer product review, which is different from a customer product review. And Janet says, we'll watch this video later. Thanks for the live, TJ. Janice, thanks so much for stopping by. Very much appreciate your comments and you giving me script ideas. So thanks a lot. We're now going to try to do boilerplate for leaving comments and questions. Your thoughts matter. Please leave a comment below in the comment section, or a question, or a criticism, or a complaint, or praise. Now, that's maybe a little too cutesy, but this is kind of an easier one to do. I may just rattle off several for these. Hey, I don't have all the answers or even all the questions. Please leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Let's make this a true dialogue. Now, I like that one. I could see using that one, and that's one I was thinking it and saying it at the same time. Let's see what else ChatGPT did. Let's turn this video into conversation. Share your thoughts. Okay, let's turn this video into a conversation. Please share your thoughts below. Leave a comment, post a question, give a suggestion. I want to hear from you. Okay, I think that works. Hey, this is your space too. This isn't all about me. I want to hear from you. Please leave a comment, leave a question, leave a suggestion. I want to hear from you. Okay. So that one is kind of easier to just naturally have things flow. Let me just sort of riff on a few more of these. Guess what? I'm not always right. I could be wrong. Tell me what you think. Post a comment below. I kind of like that one. Okay, that's good for the comment section. Just occurred to me I should have been doing check marks in which ones I do so I don't redo them. Please watch the next videos. Okay. As much as I think the video you just saw was fantastic, the next one is even better. So please, please watch the next video. Okay. If you liked this video, you're going to love the next video. It goes even deeper. It's better. Stay tuned. Hey, you're on a success train right now. Don't hope off. Scratch that. Hey, you're on a success train right now. Don't hop off. Stay on board. Stay for this next video. It's going to take us even further in our journey to become great communicators. That one I think works. Okay. All right, now some identification boilerplates. Welcome to the TJ Walker Success Channel. I help you achieve success by communicating more effectively and more confidently. Yeah, these I'm probably not going to follow the script as much, but these identifiers are important. Welcome to the TJ Walker Success Channel. This is the place where I help you become more successful by learning how to boost your communication skills, your competency, and your confidence. Okay, something like that. I still haven't come up 100% with how I want to identify it. Those are the concepts, and that's what's in the sort of about us section. So I think that it works, but let me sort of play with this. A few different versions. And my tie has gotten crooked again. Hi, I'm TJ with the TJ Walker Success Channel. This is the one place on the internet devoted to helping you become more successful by boosting your communication skills and your confidence. Please join us every day. So I'm drinking a little more than I would for a regular show because I'm sort of putting extra energy in these because these are parts of the video where you want a slight pattern disruption where it's maybe a little louder or a little more energy. So I'm boosting it a little more. So that's why I'm kind of drinking even more water than usual. Thanks for stopping by. This is the TJ Walker Success Channel. Our whole mission is to help you become more successful in every aspect of your personal and professional life by being better at communication and more confident in all your communication. I think that's a keeper. I think that really sort of does identify what I'm trying to do here. Okay, now I've got to do stuff for the short form videos. Now, those are the videos we think of as TikTok, the less than 60-second videos that you see on YouTube, but they're on Facebook, they're on Reels everywhere. And the people who are most successful put these loops in them. So it makes it seem like you don't know when it ends. So you sort of accidentally watch it 1.5 times. I have slightly mixed feelings about that. It does seem a little manipulative, but I also know that repetition is where you help people the most. And if I give someone good advice once, chances of them remembering it are pretty slim. So if they do hear it another time, a second time, it does dramatically help. Okay, so now we're going to do the short form loops. And these are very short. Okay, these are the boilerplates for the short form videos. Typically, these will just be my audio, so the visual won't matter as much, but we've got a camera, we might as well make it visual. And again. And again. This is something that could be tacked on to the end of a video and people think, oh, let me hear another point. And that's why. By the way, if you think this is incredibly boring and tedious, you're right. Welcome to the world of being a movie star. Now, being a movie star seems glamorous, and parts of it are glamorous. The parties, the wealth, the fame, other beautiful people who want to hang out with you. But the actual process of making a movie is perhaps the most boring job imaginable. You have to often stand, bright lights in your face, and say sometimes just one word 89 times, and then go wait in the trailer until tomorrow or 8 hours later to say another 1 or 2 word phrase. So it's really boring and tedious. I mean, this is a teeny slice of what that looks like. So if you're thinking this is not must-see TV, well, now you know what it's like to be on a movie set or a TV set. Okay, now let's do some more boilerplate. Let's dive deeper. Let's dive deeper. And then discover. And then discover. What's up next? What's up next? So again, these are just phrases that can be used at the end of YouTube Shorts to try to increase the likelihood of people watching the video again, which sends a message to the algorithm that, hey, this video is good. Let's show it to more people. Here's some I don't really think we're going to use, but I'll go ahead and record it. Now, on to more. Now, on to more. Ready for more? Ready for more? I kind of like that one because if they want more, they can consume more of the same thing, the same 20-second video over again. Let's continue learning. Let's continue learning. Let's continue discovery. Let's continue discovering. Let's continue discovering. Okay, that one. Okay. Well, that's a duplicate. Okay, So I really appreciate those of you who've stayed with me so longer, this long. What we're going to do now is switch gears. We're going to go into making Amazon influencer videos. So I'm going to actually make them here and I'm going to post them. I'm going to process it, label it, title it. I'm going to do everything to sort of demystify this process because a lot of you have heard me talk about Amazon influencer program. A lot of social media experts are into it. They're talking about it. And there's blog posts, there's newsletters on it, but it's I haven't seen anyone else actually walking through step by step the entire process of how do you go from a concept to getting a video on an Amazon page that if people watch it, you make money. That's what I'm trying to do right here. So if you're watching this on demand or that's what it's all about. Again, it's not produced or designed to be action packed where you're at the edge of your seat the way you are in a Mr. Beast video with it. What comes next? I have to stay here. It's not going to be that riveting. But I hope it's going to be helpful to you and will frankly motivate you to want to make your own videos. So I'm looking at the clock. We're a little past 1 p.m. on Friday afternoon, and I've lined up a bunch of products. I know the first product I'm going to do. We're going to do sort of product unwrapping. And so the first thing I'm going to do is set up my camera. I do all of these on a cell phone, an iPhone. It's just the camera quality is fine. It's just much easier with the uploading process, not having to take things from your camera. You can do it horizontal and vertical. So that's why I actually do it that way. So we'll be creating everything right here on a cell phone. I also hope you find it less intimidating because I've spent a fairly substantial amount of money on some high quality Sony video cameras and lenses for this. You don't need that to be in the Amazon influencer program. So I am going to get this set up and see exactly how we can do this product unraveling. So I'm going to set up, let's go ahead and switch camera angles. So I'm now using this tripod and a remote control. And it will switch from horizontal to vertical. I had lowered it the other day, but I'm going to want it typically about the same as my eye level to get the best angle. I don't want it to block your view, so I'm going to set it back here and hope that it does not fall down. And I am going to now set it up, turn the camera on. I always start with a photo of the product because Amazon Influencer lets you take photos. I'm going to set it up for photo. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in this tripod that I have. And hit reverse so it aims at me. And I am going to turn on, if I haven't already, my remote control. Let me figure out which camera I'm looking at. I'm now surrounded by 4 cameras. I'm going to turn on my remote control. This connects with with my iPhone. And I'm just going to do a quick test to see if this works. And it did. It took the picture. So what I typically do is I take a horizontal picture, a vertical picture, and then I make 3 videos, and I'll walk you through that. So I am going to need to open this one to show this. So I am going to See if I want to change the angle of that. Okay. So I realize I'm out of frame for you, but I'm framing it for this way. So I'm putting my hand below the screen so I can take a picture of this wireless microphone. So I took a picture where the camera is vertical. I now just twist it because it's on this little tripod that does that. And I'm now trying to block these blue lights. I'm going to put this in the middle. That doesn't look that great, but I'm not trying to win photography awards. So I'm now going to show it, do a horizontal picture. I took the picture. Now I'm going to do a short form. My tripod went wobbly, so I'm going to need to do a slight tightening adjustment there. Move it over slightly more. And when I did this 2 days ago, the entire phone fell over. And I guess because it's at the height of sort of a standard size human ear level, it fell really hard. And it sent an emergency message to 911 that I might have fallen and really hurt myself. So I hope I did not inconvenience anyone in the emergency medical system here in Florida. But that did happen. Okay. So let me do this so that I'm not blocking you out as well. So I'm going to put this at a slightly different angle. And you can see that now, and I guess I want you to see it. So you can see it's just a little tripod holding my phone. I'm now going to hit video. And I'm going to aim it down just slightly, but I don't want the thing to topple over again as it did the other day. So I have to push it back. Because this is something I just discovered. I just used this for the first time, this tripod. I've had it a while, but I haven't used it. So I'm not yet really proficient at manipulating it. Okay, so this is a microphone that now fits directly in to my iPhone 15. You might remember I did an ad the other day for a microphone, but it was for an iPhone 14, which is what I have been making videos on with my wife's phone. So I'm going to get these ready. And I'm actually going to use this for the future videos I do if this is charged. We'll see if this is charged. Your videos can sound great, not just look great, if you use this microphone. It's perfect for my iPhone 15 Pro Max. If you want to sound your best, you need a microphone. Okay, so what I did there is a vertical short form video. Now what I'm going to do is put the microphone in so I can actually demonstrate it. So I'm putting the receiver into my phone. I'm hoping the manufacturer actually sent these with a little bit of charge. These days, so many electronics manufacturers have tried to follow the lead of Apple, wanting to give people a great experience with their product, that they tend to send things with a little charge. But I'll find out. I'm going to hit that. The green light has come on. So that's certainly a good sign. I'm going to clip it here. I'm going to have to readjust this because it's going a little saggy. And The horizontal is obviously a different proportion. I don't want to fixate on my computer screen, so I'm going to bend it this way. And I have to remember where on the phone, depending on what angle, where the camera is. So I want to look on the right side. Okay. Of course, you want to look your best. I want to look my best, but you want to sound your best too. That's why I always put in a microphone into my iPhone 15. This microphone works perfectly. It boosts my sound. I don't have to get right next to my cell phone. I can be further away and the audio still sounds great. You're going to want to use this microphone if you want to create professional looking and sounding videos. Okay, that one is a little shorter than I wanted to do. I try to do these for more than 30 seconds because Amazon typically rewards you, even if someone doesn't watch the whole video. If they watch 30 seconds and then purchase, you get an affiliate commission. Let me go ahead and test this and see how it sounded. What if it sounds awful? It's not going to sell anything if I'm demonstrating a product and it doesn't actually sound good. If I'm trying to sell people on the idea of a high quality microphone. So let me go to my camera. I'm going to go to that one. You want to look your best. I want to look my best, but you want to sound your best too. That's why So that did sound pretty good, I think. Your videos can sound great, not just look great, if you use this. Wow, that's a huge difference. I'm experiencing that for the first time. So it does make me think my vertical isn't that great because the audio isn't as good, but I am showing I didn't have it before. I want to look my best. Okay, so now I'm going to do a longer one. So now, often you may have seen me do these with my wife, who's been nice enough to help me with these. And I need to tighten this again. Because it certainly can be easier with two people, but you don't have to do it with two people. I do want you to see that you can do these on your own. Maybe you don't have anyone else around. Maybe you live alone. Maybe you don't want to ask anyone. Don't use that as an excuse. You can be making Amazon influencer videos or other promotional videos, other affiliate videos for other platforms, even if no one else is around to help you. So please don't use that as an excuse. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up. And typically I like to actually mention the name of the brand. I forgot the name of this brand, but I just listened to it and it sounded fantastic. And oops, now I hit that one on too. I don't want two microphones on at the same time. And what I don't know is, did I accidentally do something to mess this one up? Just to be safe, I'm going to turn this one off. Wait a second, get close to it, turn the microphone on. Well, it went on for a second. I'm going to turn it on. I see the green light. The other one is off. So I have to assume this is on now. Once I've done my first check with a mic and the audio, I typically don't check again the rest of the day, because I'm certainly hoping I got it right, and I'm trying to work with speed to get as many done as possible. Okay. All right. So this will be the longer form horizontal video. So Amazon lets you do videos up to an hour. I'm not going to talk for an hour, but I do want to go into a little more detail, a little more depth this time. You got all the trouble to make a video look good, but what about how it sounds? It's time you up your production game by using a professional microphone with your cell phone. Hi, I'm TJ with the TJ Walker Success Channel, and I try to help people communicate more effectively. Well, if people can't hear you clearly, you're not communicating. So that's why I now use this microphone. It plugs right into my iPhone 15 Pro with the receiver. This clips on me. I have another one right here, and it makes my audio sound great. The echoes are much less noticeable. I can be further away from my phone, and now I'm still just the same distance from my microphone. So you don't have the sound going in and out. If you really want to communicate effectively, you've got to take into consideration the experience for your audience. If they're having to struggle to hear you, or if it's annoying for them to hear you over crackles or other sounds, you're not communicating. So for a very, very small proportion of your budget, you can really upgrade things and put in a professional mic. I highly recommend it. Okay. All right. So let's just, since this one is a new mic, I am going to do a quick double check. And now I just accidentally hit record. So I'm going to also delete that one so that I don't end up with extra videos where I then have to think about what do I use and what do I not use. Looks like I actually did it twice. So I'm going to delete that video. So now I'm going to listen. You got all the trouble to make a video look good, but what about how it sounds? Yes. It's time you up your production game by using a professional microphone with your cell phone. Yes, I'm very happy with the quality. So this is literally the first time I've ever used this microphone, and I'm extremely happy with it. Now, you can ask the question, well, TJ, what if it sounded awful? I just hit delete and I wouldn't recommend it. I am only recommending products that I've actually used and really like. Now, typically, I'm only recommending products that I've used for quite a while and I've really tested and that I like, and that I've already told people why I like them, because it's just because there's a lot of things like that. Of course you want to look. And it's just easier for me to do it that way. Let's. You had all the trouble to make a video look good. So I'm unused to, frankly, manipulating my phone in this situation when I'm in front of a bright light, in front of a camera, and putting it in a tripod. So I'm doing something right now I should have done initially, which is just clear my screen of every open tab. So I'm doing that right now. I'm hitting the camera. So now I'm going to go back to, I want to tighten it. So now we're going to go back to photos. Okay, so I'm going to do a vertical photo of the next product. So I'm going to store this microphone in its little case. Try not to mix it up with the other microphones. So I give you a better camera angle there for a moment. Try not to mix it up with the other microphones that are of a similar size. Okay. This one we may actually do a demonstration on, because this is an air blower, a high pressure output air blower. And I will actually put this on as a demonstration. So you can see, yeah. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a picture of it. And it is taking me, there's a little bit of a learning curve of learning how to adjust with this tripod, because if it's too tight, it's hard to adjust. If it's too loose, it will become limp and fall over. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a picture of it. So that is the vertical picture. Now I twist it to take the horizontal picture. My hand was showing in that. I don't think it's the end of the world. And I don't want to take the time to redo it and take it off and delete it. I will show you in just a few minutes how I actually upload them, label them, put a heading on it, title it, and tag it. These are all steps that the first 5 times you do it are going to take a little while. But as you do it again and again and again, it's faster and faster and faster. And you can scale this thing up, which is really my goal. Okay, now I'm going to do the short form video. And I still have it on photo. I hit video. And it's still, there's a little too much headspace, so I have to lower it slightly, but try not to knock the tripod over, because I don't want to accidentally call 911. So I'm having a little bit of difficulty of doing this. Now I am adding a degree of difficulty of trying to do this while talking to you and doing a tutorial that you don't have to worry about. There, I think, yeah, that's better. Okay, so now we want to do the short form 15-second. Have you ever seen the inside of your computer? Chances are it's filthy. This CompuCleaner will clean it up quickly. Okay, that didn't work because I blew the phone around and moved the phone and moved the light. So that was an experiment. It turned out it was a horrible idea. That's the nature of experiments. So I'm going to hit delete on that. So I am going to blow it again, but I'm not going to point it at the camera. Turns out that was a boneheaded move. Have you ever seen the inside of your computer? Chances are it's filthy. That's why you need this CompuCleaner. It will blow everything out, get rid of the dust, and help your computer act. Okay. Now, typically I try to do all of these in one take, but every so often, sometimes 1 out of 100, other times 1 out of 5, I'll just stumble over a word. And what I find is most effective is to just hit delete. Don't say, oh, I'll clean it up in post-production. Once you start producing something, you can span weeks and months and years on it. So for these, I just find it's much easier to hit delete. Have you ever seen I did it again. So apologies for that. That one I'll know to just delete because it's so short. Except it's still going. I didn't stop it. So I am going to need to stop that. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to hit delete. That is the photo. Okay. So now we're going to do, the 15-second video. Have you ever seen the inside of your computer? Chances are it's filthy. It's covered with dust. That's why you need this CompuCleaner too. It will quickly get rid of all the dust and your computer will run more effectively. So that was right at 15 seconds. Clear, simple. It is exactly what I wanted to say. So when I'm doing these with another person or with my wife, and they're simply holding it, it does save a lot of time because you don't have to worry about the constant adjustment. I'm going to do some of these with just the screen, I think, because the lights, and I realize that cuts it off a little for you, but the lights make it a little more difficult. My accent lights on the set are causing a little bit of a problem. But now I have the problem of that light. So again, that is the beauty of working with a colleague, a family member, my own wife in my case, where they can be looking at it and seeing exactly what angles work and don't work. But we're going to go ahead and do this one as the horizontal. Have you ever looked inside your computer? Chances are it is filled with dust, dirt. How do you get it clean? I use the CompuCleaner 2. This is a very, very powerful airflow. It gets rid of the dust. It gets rid of the dirt. It does not damage your computer. So if you want to really give your computer a nice spring cleaning, this is the tool for you. It's highly effective. I've had mine for years. It continues to do a great job. Okay, so just a little over 30 seconds. That is exactly what I wanted to do for that one. Okay, now we do a longer one. And so here I got to think about how to flesh out, say things I haven't said in the earlier versions. You need a bath every day. You need to be clean. Your house needs to be clean. What about your computer? Well, thanks to the CompuCleaner, you can clean out the inside of your computer because chances are it's filled with dust, with dirt, with mites, with all sorts of things. Over time, that can slow down the effectiveness, the speed of your computer. All you need is some of this every so often, and you can get rid of all that dust from your computer. This is powerful. Now, I've even used this in the office. If I spill something, water on my suit, I'll dry it out. That's not the main purpose of it, but it is a powerful airflow. It gets the job done. So I ended with that, and I turned it off with the remote. So that's how we did that. Okay, so that's frankly kind of the fun part of making the videos. But unfortunately, that's not enough. What a lot of people do with any kind of video production is they do the fun stuff and then they tell themselves that, oh, I'll get around to editing next week, and then they never do it. So I'm a big believer in when you can get away with it, when it's not absolutely necessary, don't edit. So with my Amazon influencer videos, and I'm going to go ahead and take the receiver out now and put that in the case so that it matches. And I need a reminder to take the microphone off as well. And I'm going to power it off too so that I can just use it next time. And this one, again, it's the first time I've ever used this microphone. Some microphones, some electronics, you tap it once, it turns off. Others, you have to hold it. There, I held it. I just needed to hold it for a couple of seconds and got it right. It's okay. So now what I'm going to do is show you step by step the process of turning a concept into an actual Amazon influencer video. So you saw the concept. I found the product. I took a vertical picture, a horizontal picture, a vertical short video, and then a horizontal medium length video, and then a horizontal longer video. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign into my Amazon influencer storefront account. I can't show it to you because that's violating the terms of service from Amazon. I don't want to get in hot water with them. They are a company that does a lot of extraordinary things. I'm not a spokesperson for Amazon, and I'm not an apologist. There are a lot of things you could, if you wanted to, criticize them for, and I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you. What I can tell you is they do make it available. They do create options so that entrepreneurial people like you or me in the United States, Canada, South Africa, and I believe a few other places can make money off of them without having to create a product, house a product, store a product, or ship a product. And that is pretty interesting because you can make money simply through your communication skills, which is what we're all about right here. So I've gone to my page. I'm hitting post video. I'm going to photo library. I'm going to go to the last one I just did. It's the 50-second video. And I am going to hit done. It's now uploading the video. It is processing the video. And for whatever reason, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is much slower at this than the iPhone 14, which I typically use, which is my wife's phone. And I guess it's because it's on a higher quality setting or the cameras are better, so there's more data. So this does take a few seconds. On the earlier phones, it's much, much faster, although that may be because of my own technical ignorance and I just have a setting that's doing higher quality here. So apologies if that is the issue. While it's doing that, this is one of the longer ones, so it's taking a little longer than the others will. I'm going to continue to have a drink occasionally of water, sparkling water. So this is uploading. And so we did 2 products today. I typically try to do 5, but it's Friday and I'm having a few other technical problems. So we did 2 products, but we did 2 pictures and 3 videos for each one. So we've actually created a total of 10 ads, of 10 product reviews of sorts, because pictures and videos can be linked and they each serve as an ad. So now I'm going to go to my order. It's asking me to tag the product. And again, the name of this is CompuCleaner. So CompuCleaner. And that the first guest didn't show up. I'm going to just type in now. I like to dictate because I can dictate much faster than I can type. And now I made a mistake. So I made a mistake, and you're going to make mistakes when you do these. The mistake I just made was if you type in what you're looking for in the browse, and when it asks you to tag the product, if you then go back, it sends you to another page where it's then asking you to title it. I then didn't realize that. I typed in the same name, realized I made a mistake, and then it just kicked me out of the whole page. So we're going to have to sort of do that one over again, where I'm going to go to my page. I'm going to go to the photo library. I hit that. I hit done. But it now has to upload it again because of that blunder I made. Don't let this dissuade you. You're probably better at manipulating things on your phone, typing on your phone, than I am, because I'm just not used to, I don't like to type on my phone, and I don't like to use a little finger to type. So I'll sometimes make mistakes. But there are times when I get into a role and get into the rhythm and can just quickly get 25, sometimes 50 of these ads up. Now, some of them might not ever make any money. That's okay. What I'm looking for is patterns, signals, streams. My goal, and it's a different strategy for everyone, my goal is to get 5,000 Amazon influencer videos and pictures up within a few months so that I can then see, okay, here's 4,500 that didn't work at all. Here's a couple hundred that did okay, but wow, here's a couple dozen that really paid off. And then double down on things like that. See what made those work. What style of videos, what type of product. So now I'm back to the tag product. I'm going to go to your order. Now, every once in a while, I'll do a review of a product and I didn't buy it on Amazon, so it won't show up in my orders. But as long as it is a product that is available for sale on Amazon and you have the product to show, then it's perfectly okay to do an ad for it. So now I'm going to hit CompuCleaner 2.0. It did not show up. Now I'm going to hit back again. I'm going to go to Browse History because there is a chance I could have bought it at a hardware store, Home Depot, or something like that, although I don't think so. CompuCleaner 2.0. Let me see. Okay. So it does show up. I think this is the same one. You know, just it says EasyGo CompuCleaner 2.0. And mine is a different color, but I see the logo is exactly the same. So I can tell I have, in fact, found the correct product. So I tag the product. I hit done. I go to the title. Give your computer a good spring cleaning. I hit a title, I hit submit post, and that's it. So that's one down. Now I'm going to do another one. Create content, photo library, and let's see, did I delete? Yeah, I did delete the one I didn't need. Okay, so I'm tagging, or actually it's uploading right now. This one is shorter than the previous one, so it should be a little faster. And perhaps if you're watching this and you know what I need to do, perhaps I need to change the settings on my phone so that it records the video in a slightly lower quality to speed this up, because these are mostly going to be seen on people's phones, but they could watch it on a big PC screen as well. So it may be that I'm better off with the highest quality video possible. I certainly want the highest quality audio, which is why I'm glad I'm wearing that new microphone. So this is uploading. It's going to take just a few more seconds. The second time is usually easier because I know where the product is and I can find it. I'm going to go to, again, Browse History. And again, had the dictation on. CompuCleaner 2.0. So it is a problem occasionally if you're dictating something and it's not a common word. Compu is not a common word. So it converted it into carpet. Obviously, I didn't want to find something that said carpet cleaner. Okay, so eliminate dust from inside your computer, comma, and more. So I'm just hit done. It's through uploading, and I hit submit post. Go to storefront, create content, post video, photo library. I go to the third and final video, which was the first one we did on this, the short form vertical one. I tap it, it's uploading it. Since it's a shorter one, it will take less time uploading it and processing it. It will then send me to the page. allowing me to tag the product. And when we do the photos, that will be very quick indeed. So I have to wait just a few seconds here. Appreciate you waiting with me. I'm going to go to browse history. And I'm not going to dictate because it just can't take that word. So I'm going to type in CompU. The CompuCleaner 2.0, it pulls it right up. I hit done. Protect the insides of your computer now. Done. Submit. Go to storefront. Create. Post. Photo library. Now I'm going to go to the photos. I'm going to take a photo where I'm showing the product. I hit done. Post. Browse history. CompuCleaner 2.0. I tag the product. I hit done. Now I write a caption. A caption is a little different from a title. They let you caption photos, and that can be a little bit longer. The main thing is you don't want to use contractions. That messes up it in the titles. The perfect vacuum cleaner for your computer. So it's not technically a vacuum cleaner. A vacuum cleaner sucks out. This is pushing it. Go to storefront. Create content. Photo. Library. Now selecting the image. Done. Browse history. Type. Search. CompuCleaner 2.0. Tag product. Done. Caption. The perfect blow dryer for your computer. Submit. Go to storefront. Okay, so we finished one product, but we have 5 different ads that are now all submitted. I can see them on my storefront. That's not public. It goes through a relatively brief approval process with Amazon. And so far, out of 250 ads I've done, I've had only 2 that were sort of kicked back because I talked about sort of the health benefits of, I think I said for a lip balm, this is really soothes your cracks in your lips. And that was a little too close to giving medical advice. So it's usually pretty easy to stay clear of any violation if you just don't talk about anything with medical benefits or anything to do with alcohol, guns, things like that. So fairly obvious stuff. Now we're going to go to the next one, photo library. This is the one for our let's see, our microphones. Okay, so now this one, I did go a little bit longer. So this is going to take perhaps a minute. While we're doing that, we'll see if we have any other housekeeping matters. I'm going to put this down, get it out of our way. I think we've done all we need with that today. So I'm going to pull this out. Now, everyone has a different sort of production process. What I try to do is either go through my home or my studio, my office, and just look for things and say, what's something I like that I'm pretty sure I bought on Amazon that I've already told people good things about. That's what makes it easy to do. And that's what I've done. Okay, so let's go to that. So it is still uploading. This will be the longest one left, and then we will be concluding in just a few minutes. I do want to appreciate those of you who are still with me on a Friday afternoon. So this is work. You know, a lot of times people see folks who are really successful in the online course world, and I've had some success there, the YouTube world and others, and it just all looks so glamorous. You get in and ta-da, and then you're off to the nightclubs. If only it were that easy. There is a lot of work, and that's why, frankly, most people never succeed. It's not because they don't have the ability or the skill. It's just most people can't push through that first 6 months of doing the tedious work where you get very little feedback, very little positive feedback, and very little money. So that's what weeds most people out, whether it's a YouTube channel, whether it's a podcast, whether it's creating online courses for Udemy or Skillshare, is you really have to sort of fight your way through that first 6 months, often a year, without any kind of positive feedback. Okay, your orders. Now, this microphone. So that one popped right up because I just bought it 2 days ago. So I'm tagging the product, done, asking me for a title. Your videos will never sound better after using this mic. And it's still uploading it, so I can't technically hit the submit post. It doesn't often do this, but in this case, it was still uploading, but then it shifted to the page where it let me title it. And once it's all the way uploaded and titled, then there's a button. And I would show it to you, but Amazon rules, it's their baby, it's their platform. They get to make the rules. I'm not supposed to show you anything that isn't publicly available, and this is just on my page. So that's why that's the one thing I'm sort of holding back from you, but I hope you understand. It's not really my choice. Now I hit submit post. Go to storefront, create content, post video, photo library, and I go to the next video. This is a shorter video, but it will take a little bit of time. And forgive me, before I do this again with you, I really should investigate to see if I can change the settings of my video quality to make them smaller files so that the uploading process is faster. Because to my eye, the videos look perfectly fine on the videos that I did on my wife's iPhone 14. They went up very quickly. And they looked like they were perfectly fine quality. I don't know, and the internet connection and the Wi-Fi is exactly the same. So I don't know why it would take 3 times as long with a newer phone unless it's being stored in a higher quality. So that's now up. I go to your orders, I hit tag product, I hit done. Now it's asking me to title it. Now you can sound like $1 million. Oh, it's saying it does not want me to use a dollar symbol. Let's see. So even though I dictated it that way, the way it dictated it violated Amazon's rules. So I'm going to get rid of the dollar sign. And there may be something about, making this sound like a monetary claim, which I hope that isn't the case, because I'm obviously just using a cliche of, look like $1 million, sound like $1 million. But there is a chance that violates some kind of provision, but I'm willing to take a chance. Okay, create content, photo library. Now I believe we're at the short form video. This is the short form vertical picture that I can show you. And I should probably to see some of my stuff is on the floor, so it's not perfectly neat. And ideally, I would maybe Photoshop out there, but I'm not going to take the time of that until I have more data on what really works and doesn't work with the Amazon Influencer program. I have to say, I'm sort of pleasantly surprised that my suit, I think, looks good and seems to fit well, even though, as I mentioned, it's a 20-year-old suit. So that one is uploading right now. It's processing. It's only 15 seconds, which was the length I was shooting for. When you do them for 15 seconds, it sort of increases the odds that it could go on the Amazon Inspire app, which is Amazon's version of TikTok. I'm going to your orders, I'm tagging the product, I'm hitting done, I'm going to the title, and the title, again, it's for this microphone. Your top quality phone deserves a top quality microphone for your videos. Quality microphone. Okay, that one, the first one I dictated was 12 characters too long. So you have a limit of 60 characters for the title of the video. Although, as I mentioned, you have more leeway when you are doing the captions for a photo, which is what we're going to do now. All right, post video, photo library. Now I'm going to the first picture. I hit done. And this is really not a great photo. And I will say, from my research of other Amazon influencers, there doesn't seem to be a lot of evidence that photos generate a lot of affiliate income. But the theory is Amazon could use them in any sorts of place ads. And if it takes 2 seconds to make it, then why not? That's sort of my philosophy. You're already doing the videos. Why not? Great little microphones to enhance your cell phone videos. Done. Submit post. Go to store. Last photo we're going to do. Hit photo, photo library. Select photo. This is the vertical video. Done. Your orders. Tag product. Done. Caption. Create world-class audio for your next cell phone video. Submit. And that's it. So there you have it. I forgot the time we actually started. I think it was maybe a half an hour. And I created 10 ads. We did 2 products, but we did, remember, 2 different picture ads, 3 different videos for each one. So I've now created 10 digital products, essentially, advertisements, marketing vehicles that in theory could make me money for years to come or until those products are no longer offered. Am I selling this as some get-rich-quick thing? No. Is there a chance you don't get into the Amazon influencer? Yes. Is there a chance you get in, make a ton of videos, and never make a single penny? Is Amazon guaranteeing you a minimum of $5,000 a month or even $5 a month? No, they're not. So I do want to stress that there's risk in everything. Nothing is guaranteed success. In my mind, for someone who wants to use their communication skills, use tools they already have, like a cell phone, which I'm assuming you have, this is about as low a risk opportunity as you can find. And it's a great way to sort of enter the whole game of being an influencer, a marketer, someone who might want to get brand deals and sponsorships at some point. I hope this has been helpful. I'm TJ Walker. Thanks so much for joining me. And let me practice what I preach from what we were talking about earlier. Please like this video, share it, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and sign up for notifications. Hope you have a great weekend. Please check back here every single day. We post 3 new videos, and I'll be coming to you live every single day, typically 9 a.m. to noon Eastern. See you next week live.